Come join Mike and Dan on an epic adventure through space and time, and review video games, pop culture.
Can we go anywhere we want at any time?
You can do anything you want.
No way! Yes way! If you guys are really us, what number are we thinking of? 69, dudes!
Dan and Mike.
Excellent adventure.
Party on, dude.
Excellent!
So come along and join in the fun on an excellent adventure.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I don't
Hey
know.
guys, we're glad you're here. We've been playing with this software for a while, and think I think Dan has
They can
convinced me
hear
to get
us.
rid of it.
Yeah. Here, we're going to
Oh, I can
restart it.
see us now. I can see us now.
Oh, you can now? Oh, we're
No, I
magically
see
all
us
of
on
a
the stream.
sudden. Why did it, what? What?
Yeah, I see us on the stream
Yeah,
now.
I think it's time we abandon this, though. I never had this problem with StreamYard.
I got you. Hey, it's all good. So it's time to go to some other stuff.
Yeah, I
So
don't know
okay,
what
now that we're live and we can see everybody can see us, we can see you guys. How are you doing? Welcome to Dan and Mike's Excellent Gaming Adventure. It's always an adventure. Every
It's like
Sunday,
you're on
it's an adventure.
you're on a screen, just not ours. We were like we didn't actually change anything. It just magically just started working.
Yeah, we haven't done
So like
anything.
when you were seeing a blank screen and could hear our voices, obviously we were on the screen just like as you see now, but it wasn't for some reason getting sent to you all. I don't know.
We didn't do anything. Did you refresh?
No, I did, but we're gonna blame it on the swole dad. It's his fault. I'm just kidding.
Gotcha. So, hey man, what's going on? What's going on in your world, man? What's happening?
Oh, geez, I don't know. I thought my world was ending there for a second. How many people did we lose in the live chat?
Actually,
Was
we
it
didn't
still
lose. I don't think we lost
entertaining?
any. We didn't lose any.
Was it still entertaining with us?
And I think you know what the most entertaining thing is to watch people crash. That's the most entertaining thing ever. Is like a live crash.
Well, it's even more entertaining since like I do stuff with video crap but I don't know this software. Whatever. I tried. We tried. We're getting there.
So welcome, guys.
Yeah, welcome everybody. So yeah, what's going on in my world? All kinds of fun stuff. I Steam Deck giveaways coming up here. We're almost at 1,000 subs on my channel. That's super cool. I got my fancy case for my Steam Deck. This thing is a beast, and it's nice and thin, and I feel like I could throw it and it would survive a crash.
Man, that thing is dope. I saw it, man. I was like, man, I wish I could even I was gonna order one, but I didn't know how it was gonna be, and I'm not really big. Like this is one of the first pre-order type situations I ever did in a long time was with the Steam Deck.
Yes.
And I was like, man, I'm about to pre-order peripherals. So I was like, man, I was waiting for somebody to come up with it. And then guess who came up with it? My partner came up with it. So I guess it works, huh?
Yeah.
This is the thing.
This is I'm the guinea pig here. So
but I really hold on. I think I had muted myself for half a second. That was kind of weird.
No, we were here. We could hear you.
I muted myself on my mic. It was weird. It was totally straight trash.
Oh, that's okay.
That's the only thing I don't like about this Shure mic, man. It has this touchpad on it.
Do you have a USB one?
I got the no, it's this is
it the
DSLR
XLR one?
Yes, DSLR and USB. I guess it was the SMB7 or whatever. Not I don't know which one it is. I don't know.
That's an expensive microphone.
Yeah, it was a gift. Thank you, God, because I didn't buy it.
That's a good microphone, though. You don't get much better than that microphone.
Yeah, I got another friend, much like yourself, works in audio. He does stuff like I guess he's like he's more like Steven, where he does like audio video for like television or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I did a job for him. I did a carbon fiber job for him, and he blessed me with this microphone. Big Reese from down under. What's up, my man?
What's going on, Big Reese? That's really cool. That's a great microphone. Like
Reese,
I could have bought 3 of my microphones for the cost of that bad boy.
For sure, Reese. We are with you, sir.
Yes.
Cheers.
Here,
cheers.
I have isotropic alcohol. Don't drink this. No, but I clean a lot of electronics around me. So, but I have a giant jug of tea. Cheers.
Hey man, it sounds like the greatest thing ever. I love tea. My wife hates that I drink so much of it because I'm in Georgia, man. So we don't just have tea. We got like the sweet tea, man. We got super sweet
tea. I love sun
tea.
Mm-hmm.
And we got sweet diabetic. Send you into a coma tea.
You got insta cavity tea.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So we got a
parasite.
Let's talk about football. I don't watch a lot of football, but man, my fantasy football team's not doing that bad. They're doing pretty good.
That's great. Somebody's got to do good. Yeah, all the football I watch sucks.
Yeah, we're not doing that good. I've lost one and won one, but that's hey. So far, that's almost better than my high school record. I think we were 8-2. We won 2 games, lost 8. Let me say that the right way. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, we were.
So yeah, man. Hey, I don't know, man. I'm in Georgia, man. So we're kind of always on the limb, man. We got the Falcons here. I'm not in the fantasy league this year. I kind of missed out on the league. With, with
a
you
lot
guys
of people
and
did.
everything. I hate that, and I just didn't join another league this year.
Oh wait, this is Big Reese. Sorry to interrupt. Are you getting MVC today? Because people in Australia are getting them quicker.
Oh, did you get it today?
Yeah, people in Australia are getting them. Somebody already has it in Australia, and he got an email saying it was shipped for him. Yeah, arrives today. He said, "What?
Oh my god!
I canceled my MVC2 order." Like let's talk about that for a minute. I might be slightly filled with regret. So you can make fun of me in the chat. It's okay.
It's okay. Hey, Vessel, I kind of do. I have the Falcons, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a super, like you said, root for the Jacksonville. You're gonna hate me. When I was growing up, for some odd reason I was a super big Tampa Bay fan, man. Yeah. I don't know. I've always loved Tampa Bay. I just always thought they had it, man. When they won the Super Bowl, man, I went nuts. Even though I'm not from Tampa Bay, I never lived in Florida. I don't know what it is. I just like Tampa Bay.
I'm a Steelers fan through and through. The only team I've ever liked.
Yeah, I was half of a Steelers fan for 3 years. My little cousin played for
3 years.
Well, he played for the Steelers for 3 years. He got drafted by the Steelers, and he played for them.
That's cool.
And of course, like I had to root for him.
Yeah.
For the team. Wow.
Yep.
He was there.
Right
he says, I'm holding off on MVC2. Want to see real reviews. I think, I don't think the price is gonna drop. I think you're gonna be holding your breath on that one. I mean, that's my opinion. I think that the IP is much, much too large at the price they already offered it for it to drop. It's gonna have to lose a lot of interest for that thing to drop. And the reason why I'm saying it, because it's one cab I wanted, and we'll allude to this to go into another subject later, is that I've been wanting that class of 81 forever.
Oh, yeah.
Dan's been knowing how much I've been wanting that class of 81. And it has never dropped. I've never seen it on sale. I've never seen the price drop. It is $5.99. I think I saw it a little bit cheaper on QVC one time.
I think it was $50 off once.
Yeah, I think, and I missed that. And I was like, that wasn't a big enough drop for me. So I'm gonna hold off as much as I wanted. I'm gonna hold off a little bit. What did it say? It says
love my Steelers. Oh, sorry. It
said Tampa is okay. I want to be fired. Yeah.
Yeah, like so, but didn't you pick something else up to kind of?
Yeah. So this is, man, I'm kind of sad about it, man.
Oh,
I always leave this stream with a story every week, right? I have a story. So here's the story. You guys ready for the story?
We need a story time graphic.
So here's the story of the day. You know what? I actually had a picture I was going to put up, and I was like, I didn't want to get too graphic, right? So, so here it is. I've been wanting to get my wife a Gallagher for a long time. I wanted to get Class 81. The reason why I'm always looking at Class 81 is not because I like Class 81. My wife, out of all these arcades I have in 2 different rooms, she doesn't have one. She has a system. She has her Switch. She has I built her a let me see what you call it, a Batacera PC for her. So she has a Batacera PC and she has the Switch. So she doesn't have anything else. I have 2 Xboxes. She has like a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Color DS and all this other. She's got all this little handheld stuff, but she doesn't have anything big. So I said, hey, I'm gonna buy her one. I looked on Facebook Marketplace live here around my neighborhood, and there was a guy listing a Gallagher for $200. I was like, wow, it's unopened. It was perfect. This is, I thought about getting So I was like, man, I'm gonna get it. I contacted the guy. He was like, yeah, me, I had to throw him in and be like, hey, can I get it for 150? He was like, sure. I was like, that was way too easy, right? It was way too easy. It was no haggle, no anything. He was like, $150, bet, come get it. So I was like, man, I'm gonna get robbed. So I'm like, I'm all like, I'm in Georgia. I'm just gonna keep 100, which I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm about to get robbed. I asked the dude to meet me at like at a place that was public and everything. And he was like, nah, I'm not going nowhere public. It's just 80 pounds, almost 100 pounds. I'm not moving it. If you want it, come get it. I was like, shit, $150. I'm gonna gamble it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm gambling with my life, but I'm gonna go get it. So I make the hour-long ride to go get this machine.
Oh, an hour, huh?
Yeah, it's an hour. So I go up there and I ride down. Now mind you, I get up the expressway. I get to the area, general area, where I'm like less than 2 minutes away from him, and I started seeing like these crazy ass cars. I started seeing like Lamborghini Aventadors and Ferraris and all kind of stuff. Like literally at like Quick Trip and stuff. I'm like, what the hell is going on up here? It's a lot of stuff going on. Like it's like really really nice going on up here. So I didn't think anything else of it. I drove to the guy's house, and I go. He's like it's in this cul-de-sac. The address.
Yep.
And there's one garage door open in this cul-de-sac. And in this cul-de-sac, there's a bright orange Lamborghini Aventador. Not Aventador, Huracan.
Yep.
And I was like, it's no way that this guy with this Huracan is selling me an arcade one up. So I ride around the thing and I stop. I sit there for a few minutes. I'm on my phone and I look back and I look closer in the Galaga, not arcade one, but the Galaga is literally leaning on a full-size Mortal Kombat 3 cab in the garage next to the Huracan.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, this is it. So I pull up, I jump out, and it's cool. The guy's mad cool, young guy. We're talking about cars, talking about everything. We say he built the room with games. My wife won't.
I'm still in shock that this mofo has a $200,000 car in his garage.
Dude, I mean, hold up. This is the kicker. He has a Honda CRV in the driveway. I guess it's an everyday car, and in a Lamborghini Huracan. No crap, no lie, all true. I believe in the garage.
It's too weird.
It's too weird to make up. This is too weird. Yeah. This is my life. I have this type of stuff happen to me all the time, right? So I talk to him, I pay him, and as a matter of fact, I played at Auburn University, and everybody knows me. And I played at Auburn. So he had a BCS championship signed Auburn football in the garage, and I was like, "Holy shit! This is the one with Cam Newton winning the championship." I was like, "Hey man, how much do you want for that football?" He was like, $5. I was like, bruh, this is a signed football from the BCS championships. You want $5? I was like, I'm gonna go up the street and get $5 and bring it back. He was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. You can just have it. So dude literally gave me a signed football and this game. So here you go for all you guys right there. Hold up. There's if I can get it focused. Yeah, that's a picture of the guy. If you can see in the corner, it's
not focused, but I see it.
Yeah, but you see it, right? Yeah. So that was the only picture I took. I didn't upload it because I kind of didn't want to like put him on blast.
If he has a front license plate, you don't want.
Yeah, I don't want to do that to him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I get home, I show it to my wife, I surprise her. She sees it. She's like, "Oh my God, you really love me." I was like, "Yeah, I do." That's you know how it goes. It's her thing. She plays in these like Galaga tournaments and all this other shit. So
nice.
Today, I said I'm gonna put it together. I bring it upstairs. Her office is upstairs. She has a spot up under this television she has. It's going to fit right in the corner. It's going to be nice little add-on to her office. I promise you, I took the most time I have ever taken in my life putting together an arcade machine, because I will admit this, for this to be maybe a Series 1 arcade one up, the first Series Galaga, it's beautiful. I was really blown away that the thing was actually that beautiful, like with the black and the artwork and everything. I was like, man, this thing is really nice looking. I was like, I don't want to mar it up, giving it to her like it came out of some backwoods alley trash or something. Yeah. It's nice. Everything was in the box. Everything was perfect. I put it together. I did everything I was supposed to do. Well, she's kind of sick, so I wanted to do it for her. She didn't feel too good. I said, when she gets well, I want her to be able to enjoy it. I go to fire it up. Nothing.
Oh, nothing. Didn't even click on?
Nothing. I heard like a pop in the speaker, but nothing else. So I said, nah, it's okay. He said, don't forget to order the deck protector Gen 1. Actually, it did come with a deck protector. Maybe it's not a Gen 1 then. This one came with it came with a deck protector, and it came with the deluxe riser. So I can send you a picture, send you guys a picture of it. It's so it has the riser with the artwork on it, and it has a deck protector. But it wouldn't come on. So I went down to my basement, got a bunch of stuff, and I started testing it, pulled the PCB. Well, at first I tried some other stuff. I tried the power cord, I tried a separate power cord. My power cord worked on my Pac-Man. I took it to my guest room, and it was easier to hook up in my guest room than pull this wall apart.
Yep.
Took it in there, the Pac-Man worked. I said, okay, the power cord worked. I tried some other stuff. So finally I said, okay, let me get into the guts. I went and got another PCB. I literally turned it into a Pac-Man in about 10 minutes. Came on, no problem. Everything worked. The screen is good. So I said, okay, I hooked up the control deck for the Galaga to the Pac-Man PCB to test the switches, volume, and power, and everything like that. Came on again. I could actually run Pac-Man right and left. So it's the PCB. PCB is toast. Brand new cab, never was open. All the seals were there. Got to get a PCB.
I was gonna say you should contact Arcade One Up.
I did. I put in a ticket. I'm gonna see what they say. If not, I've seen a couple in the community. Man, these guys are going nuts with these things in the community. But so that's Big Mike's story of the day, which you get one a week. So there you go.
Well, that was a good story, and it's sad, but also there's positives to it. I mean, you got a whole cab with a monitor and deck and stuff. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, the arcade won't take care of you, and you'll still get.
What's that? Is that Ferno? Ferno was saying, "Pie it up." Hey man, you know what, man? I don't do those anymore. I know. Don't feel bad at me. I used to sell those things. The whole converted pie conversion stuff, man. My wife complains about everything that is too difficult, and that pie, as much as I love it, is gonna drive her crazy. She hits the wrong combination of buttons, and it's gonna blast off into outer space. I've had it with too many customers I've dealt with. I have to go and try to reconnect all their stuff, man. And I had people call me after 2-3 years, be like, "Hey, man, my system stopped working. I let some people come in from out of town, and they just start smashing all over the buttons and don't work no more." I'm like, "Yeah, you think that's wrong?" Shit. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that stuff, it's a computer, in the end. So when it's a Linux-based computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
so so that was my story. Tell me about what's going on with you before we get into these topics, because we got a couple of pretty good things to talk about this week.
I bought this fun thing.
Okay.
It was a gigantic. It's a freaking transformer. It's awesome. I actually took it out of a box already, and it's downstairs in my family room.
Oh, speaking of Transformers,
it's Skywarp.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I got something for
huge.
You.
Oh,
check this out. Hold on. So,
we got the Steam Deck giveaway deck. Woo! It's on my head. Woo!
All right.
Oh. What's over here?
Oh, look at you giving hints over there. I see you.
We had a Steam Deck. Look at it. I was showing the.
You got it. Finally, I saw you said it came in.
Yep. Don't want to drop it. To protect it. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that no one stole it on the way here, since that happened to P-Dubs and a couple other people I've seen on Twitter and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. So I picked this up the other day.
Oh, nice.
It's a Soundwave.
Soundwave.
Yeah, so it's got all the cartridges and everything.
What?
Like the full size one, right? So the chest actually opens up, and it has there you go. It has so I used to have the original one too, like you.
Yeah.
But it was on sale for $10.
What? That's awesome. I would have bought that in a heartbeat. I would have snatched that bad boy up.
Had to grab it.
2 seconds. Yeah. Transformers. More
More
than meets the
the
eye. He was a good transformer. He's real easy to like get in and out of his modes like in a matter of seconds. That sky warp thing, it took me about 2 hours of finagling with that thing to be able to proficiently put it in and out of its form, because I was like, it's crazy. I should show you it. I should just here.
Yeah.
You take care of yourself. Take care of the stream for a second.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna give you guys a good story for a second. So you guys want to hear a really crazy story? So I got 18 people in the chat. So I'm a collector. Ever since I was a kid, I've always kept my games, right? So I had, which is Steam Deck, Deck a Transformer. Wow, things could I know that's right. So my mom bought me a bunch of Transformers. I had like I had everybody. I had like, but I had the jets. I had Sound. Was it Starstream, and it was another jet. I can't remember the other one's name. So I had both of them, and I actually had I can't even think of it, but I had not God. Why can't I? You guys got me on blast here. The head of the Decepticons. God, I can't think of his name, but I had him too. So I had like about 5 or 6 of the cast Transformers from the 80s. And my mom decided that she didn't want me to lose any parts. So what she did was, Megatron. She decided that she would super glue all of the parts together in one space. So all my stuff was, all of my like my jets, like my Starstream, and everything was transformed. She took it and glued all of because the wings had to come off for you to transform it. Then you put the wings back on. She glued everything together, so they were totally useless. So when I tell her I can't use them anymore, she throws them away. So I still have like all of my 12-inch GI Joes. I have some other stuff. I have a lot of cool ass toys. I wish I had those. Has anybody seen the price on those things? Those things are ridiculous. I think last one I saw was like 20,000.
Holy crap.
Yeah, like for a mint condition one. And I had like the box and everything. I was mad as hell because everything else I got is in mint condition. I was like, man, I couldn't believe that happened. Like now I'm like, man, like all those Transformers I ended up getting rid of simply because they were glued together.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's
whoa.
Yeah, this thing is like crazy legit, man. Like,
so he was the other jet, right?
Yeah, this is Skywarp.
Yeah, Skywarp.
I don't remember. There's Starscream, which is like the red, blue, and gray one.
Yeah,
and then there's the blue and gray one, and I'm horrible with names.
That's why I said I couldn't remember. Like for a minute, I couldn't even remember Megatron because I had Megatron because he actually turned into a pistol that was like you could hold like at the time. Like
I don't have that, and I wish I could. I would have.
Yeah, I had it. It was crazy. I had all of them, man. And my mom, she just she super glued everything together.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, she did the same thing with my GI Joes with the Kung Fu grips, brothers. When they went from 12 inch to small ones, man.
So like this thing takes forever to transform it. It's like ridiculous because like this little piece right here moves out of the way. There's a little piece back here that like slides out of the way and all this. It's like it's ridiculous. But I like it in this form. This is the best. But man, it's just cool. It looks the coolest out of all of them. I like the colors on it and stuff.
Thundercracker. There he goes. He just got
the other guy, Thundercracker. Nice.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, the Skytrain's pretty rad too.
Yeah.
Like the way this thing transforms, I'm a big guy, and my wife's always like makes fun of me, and she's like, "Oh, Dan, smash." So like when I'm transforming it, I'm really worried sometimes I'm gonna just disassemble it like unnecessarily.
Yeah.
So there's this weird part, like to do the feet right here. I'm gonna just show you. You have to essentially bend it down, and then like you essentially crack it open. But you gotta take the side out first. You gotta be like boop boop. You gotta like put this foot down like this, and then put this back, and then you crack this back off. It's like sounds terrifying.
Holy shit, that sounds horrible.
It's like it's terrifying when I do it. So here, like listen to it too.
Oh my God.
But yeah, like you end up like cracking it and pulling it, and it pops these things, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then the nose cone, it flips like this, and then it says turn it 90 degrees, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, why would I turn this 90 degrees? But no, it legitimately wants you to turn it like that. And I'm like I'm doing it, and I feel like I'm gonna break the whole damn thing while I'm doing it. But like, see how it's like it like rotates and stuff. So like you can like rotate it back up and rotate it back down. Just this little tiny piece right here. Just this little tiny thing. Yeah. And it's like, so I'm gonna just transform it now that we're like 90% there.
Dude, you're like you have all the cool toys. Like
no, you know who has all the cool toys? Kongs. Kongs probably has all these toys.
Yeah, you know it's crazy, like because I want to buy all this stuff, right? And my wife, she's like,
in kindergarten.
She's like, why would you buy all this stuff? Like you don't have, and she's legitimate. Like we have a good size house. I'm not gonna sit here and be like we have a small house, but my house isn't set up to have a lot of this stuff. Just like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like I didn't set it up to have this stuff. Like she like, I don't know. She's kind of allowed me to sneak 2 games into my
into like the living house,
into my son's bedroom, right? And that was like the most off thing. I was like, look, like if we put them in a specific place, like we have guests, they have something to play, right? So I kind of sold it, you know.
Well, that's smart. That was smart of you.
So that's where that's where the iiRcade is. It's in the guest room.
Oh, poor iiRcade, being tossed aside into the ruins of forgetfulness. So, man, this thing is ridiculous. But I must see. I didn't even turn it the whole ways. There we go. So you have to like take his back and shove it into those little tiny. That's his whole like front nose thingy now.
Wow.
You like take it and shove it in there. And then his head has a spring in it. And there's springs on the side of his head that like pop out his little thing. It's a pain in the butt. But Dan's going to smash it. Just wait. Not really. I'm not going to really smash it. But let's talk about other stuff while I'm trying to break
let's talk about some other stuff while you do this. So,
yeah.
Hey, man, we're doing good, man. What's up? Stephen, what's up, man? Long time, sir.
Nice.
I hope everything's good with you.
Right? Look at this insanity.
Oh, that is, you know what?
Like I'm not even done transforming it, and they're like, "What is this?" Like just to get this thing.
It looks like totally like a piece of trash. While you,
I broke it. Yeah, like this is part of the process to get it.
You see that caption on the screen, right?
Yeah, the
not. Yeah, that's she's talking about my house. Like no.
Yeah. No, my wife. I luckily was able to get 2 of Simpsons and Pac-Man in our family room, and that's it. I'm not allowed anymore, and I'm worried that that's not really allowed either. But
do you see this?
What?
Wow!
Oh, we got.
Hold up, we got spammed.
Yeah, I'm gonna add them as a moderator. You're a moderator now, so you can spam us all you want.
It's like wow.
Let's share that. Let's share it with everybody. We should have shared it with our screen. You've disrupted my ability to share my Transformers with everybody, you Chatty 69 sex bot. Man, you're no fun, Chatty 69 sex bot.
Does that mean we're growing now that we're getting spammed?
Yeah, it does.
Is that I've never had that happen before. It was like I've never had anything. So while we're talking about this, let's go ahead and talk while Dan's doing this. We're going to mention a couple of things. So you know, I always have to bring it up. So Dan, hey guys, he's got this great giveaway going on. So make sure you guys subscribe to Dan. He's almost at 1,000 subscribers. As soon as he gets to 1,000 subscribers, you guys know what it is. You
Steam
get
Deck
that
time.
sexist Steam Deck for all you guys. For you guys that don't have one, there's a Steam Deck in your future. So all you got to do is the first 100 episodes of What's on Deck. You have to be a subscriber. You have to go into it. What's up, She Lion? What's happening? Hey, She Lion, I don't know you, but I'm a little upset because you haven't said that you wanted to do anything with us. Like you should have. I've seen you on some of this other stuff, man. You need to say what's up to us sometimes, man. Come on in and say, hey, you got a pretty good stream. You got a pretty good stream though. I like it. You have good content. You know,
we
hey,
love it.
You know,
we're building Transformers.
Yeah, we're building Transformers.
He's halfway there.
And I'm gonna say one thing while I got you on here, and I'm gonna let it go. Community stuff. Hey man, let certain stuff roll off your back, man. It's only words. These people right here, they can't touch you. Nobody here can touch you. So if they do, call the police. That's what life is all about.
Yeah. Well, she probably shoot him.
Yeah. So
shoot them. Shoot.
So yeah, okay. About the what's on deck. So if you from episode 1 to 100, make sure you guys, if you're subscribed, make sure you put hashtag what's on deck inside of each one of the chats. He will have an algorithm. Go back in, find all of the 100 people that did on the 100. You guys will be entered in to the contest to win a 64 gig Steam Deck. Great prize. No strings attached. He's paying for the shipping. It's all going down.
That's right. Unless you live in some absurd place, and then you might have to pay for the shipping.
Yeah, like if you live in
there is a limit. There is a limit on the cost of the shipping that I can afford.
I live in the Arctic.
Well, somebody from India, that whole episode was a bit interesting.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, so, I told you. I thought that was crazy. I was like, man, this.
I don't want to go through any of that crap again. So. But we're not there. We're not. No one. That's not happening. So we're good there.
He said, Swole Dad says, Swole Dad Pitbull says he's Italian. He can touch everyone. That's
awesome.
Touch everyone.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right.
You say you love Transformers?
We're here pretty much now. This is
yeah, he's got it now. I'm not gonna stop you because you're all the way there. Like this is legit. Like this is legit adult Transformers thing.
Oh yeah, this is not like this isn't Transformer for like a small. Well, you could probably figure this out if you're over the age of 12. But yeah, he's together. I have his face removed right now so I don't lose it.
Oh wow.
But
but that's
his face
dope,
isn't
man.
there. Yeah, it's like it's crazy. And then you can hide his wings back here, but like they hide up underneath this thing. I'm not doing all that shit, isn't it? But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's dope, man. I appreciate you doing that for us, man.
Yeah. What do you think, everybody? I'm a giant nerd.
Definitely didn't have to. No, you're no bigger. Like, you're no bigger of a nerd than any of us are. Hey, Steven, what Steven just said? Steven said he said he just got his on Thursday. So how do you like it? Well, we all have our Steam Decks. I've done some hacks, and of course, Endless has done a lot of content. And I know we all talk about how I got mobbed on the cruise ship because I had my Steam Deck on the cruise ship, and I got jumped by a bunch of foreign guys that were loving that, like were amazed that I actually had a Steam Deck in my hand.
Yeah. Well, they should be because it's pretty cool. And it's probably the best handheld device since the Game Boy, I guess. I never owned a Game Boy, but the Game Boy, you'd be silly to not deny its existence and power in the industry.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, putting it back together now. This is what it looks like when you put it back together.
She-Line says it looks like the OG style. It is the OG style. That's the OG style. That's it. You got it. You hit it on the head. That's OG denim mug right there.
Came in this giant mofo. Came in this mofo size box. It has it has Megatron as the gun in there. He actually has Megatron. He comes with Megatron.
Oh yeah, because
he's in gun form. Yeah,
that's because he would hold him. He was like, Megatron's like, shoot him, and he transforms. He's like, and he go from like a giant robot to a small gun. It was the craziest shit ever. I was like,
but I thought Megatron was cool, and I'm so sad that they don't have the ability to like do that anymore. Like do the whole gun thing. Like, bam.
Yeah, because what did they turn Megatron into? They turned him into like something
tank.
Weird, yeah, okay.
Turned him into a stinky, stanky tanky. Now,
hey Steven, what's been going on? So you like the Steam Deck? So once you got it, have you done anything to it? Have you hacked it? Have you done anything cool? Have you done any MU deck? Have you done anything to it? anybody that's on here, if you got the Steam Deck, have you done any of that good stuff to it? Yeah, because we're MU decked up over here. Or at least
Yeah,
I am.
I used to be MU decked up, but then I've formatted my thing once and I haven't put it back on yet.
Okay, you formatted for Windows, didn't you?
No, I formatted it to do something else. I was troubleshooting an issue where I was seeing a game wasn't running, and I was just trying to see if doing a bunch of I've ended up breaking the
Hey,
OS.
she lying. There you go.
I was doing a bunch of emulation crap and trying to finagle and woo, baby. Yeah.
Let me know.
We're almost there. We're getting there.
I'm actually thinking about giving them away. Actually, it's kind of crazy.
You should. That'd be fun. Everybody loves Transformers.
I think I'm going to give it away because my wife said I should give it away to somebody in the community that really loves it. So I love him too. And the fact that he was a great price, was a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of cool. I don't think that I should have to keep everything. So,
you should keep everything, all the goodies.
So put ones in the chat here if you guys think I should give away Shockwave.
Soundwave.
I mean, excuse me, Soundwave. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't believe you did that. That's
I
blasphemy.
did.
I'm just kidding.
I just did that.
I don't care. It's okay.
I did. I caught myself too. Maybe it's the punch talking. I don't know.
Oh, the rummy punch.
You've been playing Call of Duty World War II, and it runs like, oh yeah, yeah. I don't have an answer for that one because I thought I was gonna try to put my Call of Duty 2 on there, Modern Warfare 2 on there. When I had my beta and I started it and it went to shit. But the game played like shit. I loved it, but the game played like shit. If you guys see, I got a bunch of videos of me dying repeatedly. So but
that's okay.
No, but the crazy thing is, I will say this: I've seen a bunch of videos of pros who were dying repeatedly too.
Yeah, it's
because they changed the whole layout of the way the game plays. So,
yep. Well, the good news is you're there with the pros now.
What he said, he has a 3-foot ball rod with a 4-foot wingspan. What? Oh my god! Where do you have room for that?
All right, we're close. We're close to being back to normal here.
You gotta get homework. You're trying to make your life better. I understand. That sounds like something that's cool. I'm there too. I'm there too. I'm trying to get back into grad school and try to do something nice with my life too. I'm not lying.
She-Line's like, I'm not gonna watch Dan build Legos. Oh my gosh, this isn't Legos. Sorry. I was playing with Legos earlier. I'm just a giant dork. I like all things that are fun and buildy. So now we're almost there. Look at that.
Look, I mean, it
takes forever though for me to get to that point.
I mean, but it's worth it because of the detail, man. It's
yeah. It's so crazy. You gotta like bend this leg down like this and then like shove it up in there. It's so terrifying.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. I was scared. That's why I was like, it took me like 2 hours to figure out how to proficiently, and I'm putting myself to the test right now. I don't know if you realize that. Like,
I got you. So check this out. So we recently had 15 people in the stream, and I got 3 ones. So I don't know. Hold on, 1 and 2. So I don't know if that means I should or should not give away Soundwave, but I'll tell you what I'll do. Next week is we're having a pretty big stream. Correct?
Well, I'm hoping. I haven't heard anything yet, but
okay. So tentatively,
yes.
Tentatively,
that's the idea.
Tentatively, we are having a big stream next week.
Yeah.
And supposedly, we're supposed to have John D on.
Yes.
Matter of fact, we actually got to get to some game talk. Let's get to some game talk. So,
yeah, no more Transformers.
No more Transformers. So we've been in this thing an hour. We haven't talked about games yet, and we've lost about 7 people.
That's because they don't like Transformers.
It's okay. So check this out. Question: what do you think about Blitz coming out, man, without being online? That's what everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about it's not gonna. what they're talking about is they're just saying that it has the function and of course everything's built into it, but there's no online play. I think that it's gonna be online play. I think that what we're looking at happening here is just gonna be we're getting spammed again. There we go.
Oh, I love that's the best dating site, everybody. Don't go, make sure you go to that one. But look, we're back together. All right. That's why we had people leave the stream. I mean, She Lion left the stream. She's like, I thought they were talking about arcades. No,
yeah,
this isn't just about arcades. If you watch our intro, it's about pop culture and movies.
yeah, we talk about
arcades.
everything, man. We talk about all the fun stuff, man.
And you started it with your sound wave. I blame you.
We say no more sperm, no more spim,
no more sperms. All the sperms are gone.
I got you.
No, but so like, yeah, Blitz Online. I don't care. It'll be there. And if it isn't there,
it's coming. It's
people
definitely
that
a tactical thing, man. Come on, man.
People said that it's slowing down the game when they play it online, and I have something to say to that.
What do you have to say?
That doesn't make any damn sense to me, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
If you're seeing a slowdown in the game because of online play, that has to do with the network connection, not with the actual bare bones metal machine being able to perform the game's task. So it usually has to do with the endpoint being the issue in that case. So if they're not able to play well together, it's probably just something they have to work out on their networking side, and then they'll be able to get it. Because you know how many games that I will play? I'll play single player. I check my frames per second. Steam lets you check your frames per second up in the corner and stuff. And then I'll go online and play it. And guess what? My frames per second's the same. It didn't change because that stuff's local. The frames that go out to the internet is probably not going to match my, say I'm getting 120 or 140 frames, 44 frames per second. That's not going to be what the user sees. Because their machine might not be able to handle that. And they're not going to upload all 144 frames to the web. They're going to cap it at 60 or something, or cap it at 45 or something. And then if you have extra locally, good for you. But that's the web-based thing is going to be capped. Everything, it has to be capped to make it an even playing field. Because like I do virtual machines for video editors and stuff like that. And for these video editors now have multiple 4K monitors. And then they are dealing with 4K media. So they need to take a 4K media through the internet. And then you got to take the freaking 4K monitor that they're using. And then they have 2, sometimes 3 monitors that they're using. And then they're like, oh, then it starts to slow down. Well, yeah, it's slowing down. You've used up all your bandwidth. So it's the same idea. Like with anything that when you go out to the web, if you're changing pixels and stuff like that, you end up eating up bandwidth. And if it's a slowdown, it's the network-based part of it. Or it can't just handle it. So they'll slowly cap it. And this is all conversation that makes people continue to talk about it. So maybe it'll make it look amazing when it does come out and have online play. Yeah,
because that's what I was talking about. I was like, it says Big Swole that Pitbull says that Cold Mystics did come out and say they were not working on it on the online for their game. You want me to tell you why they said they're not working on online for their game? Because it's done. You don't have to work on something that's done. I mean, it's done. I think I honestly think that they knew coming into this that it was going to be online. It would have been no need to add all of the stuff they added inside of the hardware if they didn't know it was going to be online. I think that with them going in, changing the code, with Cold Mystics did everything was solidly done. I think that it's done. I think that it's another ploy. I think that out of all the stuff that Arcade One Up has done, I'm gambling that Super Bowl week or the week before Super Bowl, you're gonna get a big reveal or a big announcement that maybe 2-3 weeks before that all of a sudden Blitz Online is here, and that you're gonna be able to play it, and everybody's gonna be jumping on it, and it's gonna revive the whole situation again. It's kind of crazy. But it's one of those situations where you kind of have to step out or spoon feed that information out. If you put it out now, in the middle of the season, you have the ability for it to fall off. You have to keep people intrigued for it the whole time. Yeah, they have to ride the wave. You know what I'm saying? They have to ride the wave. If they don't ride the wave, they're gone.
Yeah. And I don't know if this could totally be it. that the combination of maybe piping it out to the internet and it streaming it and handling the stuff locally, maybe it is just taxing on it. Maybe that PCB isn't meant to handle it, and maybe I'm wrong. I totally could be. I would think that, yeah, I mean, maybe it's just not set up to send out those things, because in the virtual machine world, you have to use third-party software called Teradici that essentially allows you to communicate with that computer that's remote, the virtual machine. So they would need something to be able to allow you to communicate with it, which is the net code or whatever. And if someone's doing that, I don't freaking know, man. I don't code for Arcade 1-Up. I don't know anything about coding.
So do you
I just do support.
Do you think they're actually running this
industry? So I should stop
running this completely through a virtual machine.
What? Hold on. What's up, Fairferto? Take it easy, man. Have a good day. We're gonna be wrapping up here pretty soon too.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you think they're actually running the whole system through a virtual machine, or do you think they're running?
No, that's all local.
Or do you think they're peer to peer?
No, it's all. Everything's being processed locally, and that's probably why what Vessel's comment is probably right. That it is probably like based around peer to peer. So your machine has to run it locally, and to pipe out that same amount of information so the other user can see what you're doing. Maybe it just can't handle it. Maybe it gets too hot. Maybe it overheats. And maybe isn't the fact that it couldn't do it. It just doesn't have adequate cooling to dissipate the heat that it's generating. So the machine will shut down.
Why are they still using these janky ass PCBs when they have such an ability to step up to something else?
Oh yeah, man. And don't anybody say that they don't, because they can. They can go buy a bunch of old ITX, like little micro ITX motherboards, and stick processors from like 6 years ago on it that you can emulate everything. Like that's what She-Lion builds a lot of the Optiplex machine that she uses and stuff.
Oh yeah, I use a lot of the Optiplexes, man. Like I have Optiplexes everywhere. And my actual streaming PC is an Optiplex, one of the newer Optiplexes with a 1650 in it. I mean, it runs just fine. i7 Optiplex, 16 gigs of RAM with 1650. I mean, those things are great, and they're like $50.
Yeah, so they could do something like that and start putting a little more beefy computer in them in general. But yeah. Then he says this too, which is another thing, because this is correct. So it's not, I guess it's not, the term emulated isn't right, because they actually wrote the code from the ground up, from my understanding, to run on Android. So like they took the code from what was the source code on? Was it on N64 or Dreamcast or something? Or did you just take the arcade code? I don't know what they did. But they took the arcade code. The arcade was like the OG, right? It was probably the original. So that's the start of it. So they probably took that code and then reverse engineered it to work in Android. And I don't think
they said it was Dreamcast. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe they took the console but then they rewrote it to work in Android, which isn't a huge deal. Like they did that with the Dungeons and Dragons games, Icewind Dale and stuff like that. They reprogrammed those to run on Android as well from the ground up and stuff like that. They're not actually emulated, but
they did the same thing with Dragon's Lair too, right?
Well, I don't know about that. It very well could be
laser, but I mean, I know
Dragon's Lair is super basic if you think about it, because it's like you have a bunch of video files with a logic tree that says, "Oh, you failed.
If you do this, you go here."
Yeah. Oh, you passed. Okay, I'm going to randomly sort these videos, and it picks one of these 4. So yeah, it's a child in like grade school could probably write that in some kind of computer technology class now if they had the video files.
Yeah, like my little girls group, man. I got a girls coding group, man. They are awesome, man. So they're in the process of building some games and actually writing and making their own games. Cool. So it's gonna be dope. I'm gonna do a stream live once we get everything set up and everything. When we do our show, I'm probably gonna bring on some of the kids so they can show what they've been doing and the games they've been making. We're working with Georgia Tech and working with somebody else with another.
That's pretty cool. Maybe you could get them to make a choose your own adventure, and they could even act and be in the thing. They could be the characters and just record little short snippet of videos. It's like, oh, you picked that path. That'd be funny. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's a way unnecessary, probably.
No, that would be.
We should-
I mean, that's cool. Why not?
Yeah, we should
We only
probably
have time.
So the Blitz thing, I don't know. It sucks that it doesn't have online, and I'll be honest, I only wanted to buy that if it did have online. So if it doesn't have online, I'm
Yeah,
not
it
going
kind
to
of
be
killed
buying
me
it.
too, because I was like, for anybody who knows me, what it says good on you, Mike. Bringing up the stream generation. Oh yeah, man. I've been trying to. So I have a in my nonprofit. I have a girls coding group, and I'm starting up a e-league, a kids e-league team. So we have a young kids e-league team that's competing, and we have a girls coding group, and they work in tangent with each other, but it's kind of cool. Okay. So you say you have a Ryzen 7 3700X and a GTX 3060 game PC. That's kind of cool. Very similar specs. I have a Ryzen 5800G with a 3080 Ti and 64 gigs of 4,000 running at 3800, and let's see what else I got in that thing. I got a bunch of shit up in that thing. And I got a bunch of monitors hooked up to it. So I love gaming. I love PCs. So
yeah, they are fun. I've been looking at the new like CPUs that AMD and Intel dropped, and then that new NVIDIA card, and man, that stuff,
dude, that's crazy, man. I can't do it, man. I'm
gonna
be honest with you, dude.
Do it.
That 4090. Did you see the price? The price of that thing is like $1,600.
Yeah, well, I mean that 3080, I mean 3090 last year was $1,500 for a Founders Edition, $1,600.
But I'm just saying, man, I don't know if I can do it. I mean,
well, 3090 isn't for.
I mean,
the
no,
person
4090
playing. The 4090 isn't meant for somebody that's just playing games on it. Like that's
I got you, but
that's
dude,
meant
like,
for
but come on,
prosumer
man, like
kind of stuff.
Okay, if that's a Founders Edition, understand your Founders Edition is always your cheapest edition. So,
oh yeah.
it's always your cheapest edition. So where do you from there? If the Founders Edition is,
they'll be over $2,000 for sure. They'll be definitely over $200,000. Some of them will be $2,500.
Nah, I can't see that, man. I just, because I was thinking about doing some upgrades myself, and I was like, man, I really want, I like to stay up, but I think I'm just gonna go with a 3090 Ti, and I think they're coming out. I think I'm gonna just move over to a 9300, 9600 or whatever. And I think I'm gonna max it all the way out, since I have the RAM that I need, and I have the power. The power supply I run is like an 850 gold series power supply. So
yeah,
I mean, I got everything I need. I run a board.
We got more sexy time. Nice, I love it.
Oh God.
Yeah, like, so I saw Swole Pitbull Dad has a 6900. I have that same card in my tower. I got my kid a 6800 XT, and I got myself a 6900 XT, but I'm not a huge AMD fan. I bought that card because it was the only thing I could get for retail price at the time, because I got it from AMD.com. But now that I own it, I do think that they made a decent card, but I will be going back to NVIDIA once I can, because with the next build, because there is stuff in those, like the CUDA core and stuff, that there's like artificial intelligence stuff that applications can take advantage of with the NVIDIA cards that AMD currently does not do. So there's a benefit for creatives to use an NVIDIA based card still, and an Intel based chipset, because Intel based chipsets are usually built around video encoding and stuff like that. That's why most video editing companies will require or suggest that you use an Intel based chip over the years over AMD, is because of the stuff that they build into the chip itself to deal with that and decode with codecs and crap like that.
So I have a question here. So before we get to this question here, yes,
NVIDIA is a price gouger, real quick.
Yeah, I had a 6700 card at first. I love the card. The only thing that killed me with the card when I had it, was the encoders. You know, and I think the AMD at the time that I had it, they weren't loading a lot of the encoding software up for like some of the stuff I was using.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just having a hard time processing some video.
Yep.
And NVIDIA it was just built in. Like when you look at OBS and you look at some of this other stuff, it just works so much better with it because they just partner with it, and a lot of the encoders are just there. You know, you don't have to worry about, like when I was going into the 1650 and the 1650 Ti's and stuff like that, you didn't have to worry if they had the encoders or not, because I was looking at the newer smaller form factor. I forgot what that card is that AMD came out with. That's the competitor to the 1650, and it does not have encoding for OBS. So I would have loved to have had the card. It's much cheaper, and I think it runs just as good. It's holds just as many frames, but it just doesn't have the encoding for it.
Yeah, they have to like codecs are really interesting. Like VLC player is probably one of the coolest applications because those people built a lot of those codec decoders from the ground up themselves instead of licensing them. That's impressive. But anyways, so we should probably wrap it up. I'm not getting Blitz. I canceled my MVC2 because I want to wait until it's going to be cheaper. I think it will be cheaper. I know you said you didn't think it would be, but I'll say this: I didn't think Tron would be, and Tron is cheaper now.
No, I didn't say Blitz. I said I don't think MVC is going to be cheaper.
Yeah, I think they both are. I think they're both going to be cheaper.
I think Blitz is going to fall to the floor.
I've been proven. Guess I'm rolling the dice, but I've already been proven many times over that never buy an arcade 1-up cab when it first comes out, because it'll always be cheaper later on. And so far that's been proven with every one of these cabs behind me, the Street Fighter, the Tron.
Yeah, we both got our Street Fighters for $150.
Even Dragon's Lair, I saw a sell on it. So it's it's
okay. Oh, and to answer your question, Mr. Stephen Hampton, I thought it was Stephen Hayward. I'm sorry, but it's Stephen Hampton.
Oh.
I didn't mean to confuse you. I thought when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, Stephen Hayward joined us," but Stephen Hampton, you're just as good. You're just as loved. Believe it.
Yeah.
But yes, I think we both built our PCs. I don't see neither one of us are like off the shelf type guys. My PC is so freaking custom. If I showed you a picture of it, you probably would be like, okay. Plus, if anybody knows me, I've been on a lot of the shows that do setup wars, like a lot of the setup war shows. Yep. I got what best setup. I got in two of the top setups in the United States twice. So everybody loves this setup that I'm actually on now, and they love this room. So I've been top 8, top 6, top 5 in 2 of the shows. I'm waiting to get on the 3rd one, and we'll see what happens. But in 2 of them, I got featured on top setup. So I'm very proud of it.
You should be. And my computer's a Frankenstein because I built it in the middle of the pandemic when everything was like sparse. So I've never mixed AMD and Intel together, but I have.
Hey, Reese, tell us what's in your build. What's in your build? We're about to go, but tell us what's in your build on the way out.
Here, and I'll put my build in the chat because people might want to know what it is. It's super strange. It's a weird build.
What do you got? What's your build? Okay, so Reese said I built my own PC. Okay, I'm 22. He has a Ryzen 7 RTX in 2060, 36 gigs. Very similar. I think I'm up just a little bit on you with the RTX 2060 with the 3080. So see, it's a little bit bigger. But what series Ryzen 7 do you have? It says always have gaming laptops. I'm in the process of purchasing about 10, I think, MSI gaming laptops. So I gotta get about 10 of those guys. So if anybody has any sponsors, hey, I'm wide open for it. Console fanboy.
So it is aware. I've never mixed AMD and Intel, but
what's up?
What I wanted was a 3090, but I had to settle for a 6900 XT. But
the 3090s are coming out. I mean, they're coming down like crazy.
I'm not going to buy another. No, I'm not going to buy another GPU.
You're not. Come on, man. Come on.
Why? I just bought this. Every time I build a computer, I I keep it for 6 years. So I
Do you,
built this one. I still
do
got
you
it
see
for
this?
4 more years.
You see this right here?
What? We'll upgrade.
No.
Oh, well then
Wait.
build one for her.
She's not gonna use it.
Yeah. No, but I get work computers that are all the latest and greatest too. And my computer will play any game that I want it to play now. And I don't
the Ryzen 5800X. I think I'm about to switch over. I wanted to go to that new 3D the CPU, the new 3D processor they have, and I may actually go back to the Ryzen 5 3D because of the clock speed compared to the Ryzen 7 5800X with 8 cores. I think that virtual memory cache on that Ryzen 5 3DX 3D processor is a little bit higher, which is giving you the same, if not more, amount of frames on the lower end CPU. It just doesn't do everyday tasks just as well, but it's fine because I don't do everyday tasks on these computers. I do more processing and more gaming and stuff like that, and it works fine with that.
Well, you know, one thing that I can say about my computer is that I have mine overclocked to 5.2 gigahertz, and I know that nobody else in the chat has a computer that's overclocked to 5.2 gigahertz.
No, I don't think anybody's sane enough to do that. I think you're the only one. You just waiting for that thing to smoke, huh?
No, I know what I'm doing. No. Nope. This Intel 11th gen, they put a bunch of little things in there so you can actually get all cores that run at that speed. That's why I chose it. But
you see the swole there said the 3D is last year. Actually, they just came out with a new 3D. They have a brand new a new 3D coming out. It's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks. So 3D is back.
Nice. But yeah, I think the next computer I will build will still just be Intel based chipset and then an NVIDIA based card, because that's what the software I use and support kind of is best friends with. So that's kind of why I pick what I do. This machine right now, I just updated my video card driver, and now the software that I use, it doesn't work. So that's why AMD sucks. AMD sucks in that sense that they're not optimized for non-linear video editing products. So
the 7000 3D won't be out to Q2, but guess what? I don't have anything but time. I already have a system built, so I can wait.
Yeah,
that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on that one. So you was talking about that. So I actually have a micro center here. So if you guys have never been to
micro center,
I actually have two.
Mine's like an hour away.
I have 2 micro centers within 30 minutes of me. So I can actually compete against the 2 micro centers on either side of town. I can literally, it takes me 15 minutes to drive from one micro center to the other micro center.
Really?
Yes, in Atlanta. We have 2 micro centers here. And it's going in there. It's crazy because I went in there. They had 3090s, like used, like people had trading. Their trade-in process. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But if you have a warranty on your GPUs, they don't make it a hassle to bring them back as long as you bought the 2-year, 3-year extended warranty. You say
I've heard
it don't
that
work
very many times. You're 100% right. So I hear that too all the time. But yeah, so here I'll share my screen.
Salty Steppy, are you in Atlanta?
Here, this is my.
Drop stream? Not hear me, or can you not hear Dan?
No, did it go? Maybe it all went black again. I don't know.
I don't see it. I can see the stream. The stream is just fine.
No, we're
I'm just
back.
trying to
I guess it lost. I don't know. There's something weird. I told you. I just updated the video card graphics. Maybe it's making the stream go wonky. We're back. Well, anyways, we should wrap it up, right?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm sorry, guys. We got really geeked out on that. So go PC. What did it say? What they call us? The what they call it? The PC Master Race?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go PC Master Race.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I got like 5 consoles and a PC. So what does that make me?
Yeah. Well, you're a gamer. You're a gamer.
A hoarder.
I use a Dell 27-inch monitor. One's a 165 hertz and one's a 144 hertz, and only one's HDR. If you're wondering, because somebody in the chat asked.
Yeah, I see right here. I have 3 monitors. So my 2 gaming monitors are 2 27-inch A open, 165 hertz, 1080p monitors at 3 milliseconds, and my stream monitor is a I forgot what it is. I think it's another something, but it's a 1440p at 3 milliseconds also. So it's pretty cool. The monitor that I have up here is 1440. These two right here, which are essentially a 49-inch ultra wide with them side by side, and they're both curved.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, Pitbull uses a 40-inch 4K monitor. I couldn't do that.
I couldn't do that.
The application I use, it's not even optimized for 4K, so I wouldn't be able to read the text. It would be like this big. So, yeah, I couldn't even use something like that. Everybody keeps complaining that the software isn't up to the 21st century, but it is what it is. But hey, everybody have a good day.
Yeah, we're good. Hey guys,
out.
Thank you guys. Hey, look. So before we go, I got one thing to do. So, if you guys haven't subscribed, of course, we have to bring this out. I charged it up. This is the backpack giveaway that's on my channel. When I get to 250 subs, I'm giving it away to whoever wants it. It's pretty cool. It goes through all the animations. Let me see if I can get it up a little closer.
Yeah, we're getting him close. If you haven't, go sub to him. Man, we have to end the stream. I gotta go check out chat69.xyz's website. It seems really interesting.
so yeah,
everybody have a good night. If you
have
go
a good
visit
night,
that
guys.
website, make sure you run some antivirus software.
So guys, hey, hit us up, man. We love you.
Later.